the treasure chests in these battles contain very good items, so I think they contain mega potions, dragon scales, and if you're lucky, stamina tablets. Now stamina tablets, if you're playing, again if you're in challenge type games, stamina tablets are invaluable. They're absolutely amazing. What stamina tablets do is they double a character's maximum HP. So obviously it doesn't get any more simple than that. So if you toss one onto...
who's next?
So if you toss one onto Orin, he's already going to have 4,000 HP at this stage of the game. Obviously it only lasts for one battle, but it's mighty useful and can get you out of trouble if there's a boss battle that you're struggling with.
Here.
But the Rikku fun does not stop there. Once we get into Guadosalam, she's going to prove that she's even more amazing. As if that was possible. Okay, let's get her back in. There you go, stamina tablet, that was a lucky steal. So what I would do is I would hang around here with Rikku for a little while, and I would try and get some stamina tablets, some dragon scales if you can, and poison fangs, all that kind of stuff. And again, none of these are essential, but they're useful items when you progress further into the game.
Moving on.
And the nice thing about this bit is once you head here, which is the entrance to Guadosalam, the home of the Guado. Ah shit, isn't there usually a save sphere here? Must be later on. So yeah, if you want, there's a save sphere inside Guadosalam, so you can go inside and trigger the necessary cutscenes, and then you can come back out here again and continue to do your thing. I'm undecided about how much time I'm going to spend here, because again, I don't want to be overpowered. Oh, you can do one straight off the bat. I completely forgot. What is this ability? Pilfer Gill. I don't have any level 2s, so it might be a bit pointless. And that's 1 point, so the two spheres there aren't really worth it. But what's interesting here is that Rikku can go straight to Kimahri's grid, and generally those people that are more knowledgeable about the game prefer to take Kimahri down to Rikku's grid. So they come down here and they hop over to Rikku's grid, and they get a nice HP boost, agility boost, and also they get to learn steal and use. So that way you have a second person that can help you steal items and get that done more quickly. So taking Kimahri down Rikku's path is usually a smart move if you want to keep using Kimahri. To be honest, all I need to do is really get down to about here, or even here, and Rikku should be able to survive pretty much everything. So I'll spend maybe about 5-10 minutes here, just to quickly get Rikku a little bit further in and steal a few items. So I'll probably edit this out because you can already see how the battles are going to play out, and I'll return in 5 minutes, show the Guadosalam scenes, and then probably end it there for today. And most probably this week, because on the weekends I don't really get a chance to do commentary because
Everyone, look sharp.
I'm busy with other stuff. Also a quick note, just wanted to add this in. The rare steal from these guys, these Garms, is a sleeping powder, and they're also extremely useful and can get you out of trouble if you're near death in a random encounter. So again, it might be worth trying to steal from these guys as well if you get the chance. But it is a rare steal, so it's not going to be easy to get. Also, might as well add that the only other important steal that I've forgotten to mention was Antarctic Wind. So if you steal from this guy, you get Antarctic Winds, and they deal ice damage and can help with other things as well. So you can also steal from this one. But this one is, I would say this one and Ochu are probably the only ones that you don't need to bother stealing from. So if you are going to spend some time here, steal from everything except the Bunny Yip and the Ochu. Okay, I spent maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes messing around on this road, and as a result I've picked up maybe about 3 sphere levels per person, so nothing special. So I've moved along like a little bit, and I did say I wanted to get Rikku to this one, so that's what I've done, and that should be enough for me to proceed, so that's pretty good. Auron has learned an ability called Magic Break, and that works the same as Power Break, so it reduces an enemy's magic. So if you have any powerful spellcasters that you want to bring back down to size, you can always use it. Kimari didn't really do much. Increase Yuna's agility and strength, and another HP node, so that helps her and her Aeons. So she's doing pretty well. Tyler's got some more MP. Sorry about that, got interrupted with a phone call. It's coming near to the weekend, so things are getting busier. I just got my first... oh shit, the controller got unplugged. I got my first level 2 spell, so if I move forward 2 more nodes I'll be able to unlock them all. And yeah, Lulu will be able to kick ass. But to be honest, for most of the random encounters her magic stat is high enough that even the first level spell will be doing the job anyway, so most of the time it's not really going to be that necessary. But we made it. Okay, so what did I manage to steal? Not very much, to be honest. It does take a while to get going. Got a couple of stamina tablets, 1 sleeping powder, which I mentioned, 1 dragon scale, 6 Antarctic winds, and a poison fang. So that was about 10-15 minutes of work. So, once we watch these cutscenes and see a mini tutorial, we're going to see an additional reason why these items are very important. There's going to be a lot of story in Guadosalam, just so you know. There hasn't been too much excessive cutscenes recently, but Guadosalam will shift the balance back towards the story. Less commentary for me.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guadosalam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
So, how many strokes do you think Trommel had? Post your answers in the comments. Okay, customizing equipment is one of the most amazing things you can do in this game, and thanks to Rikku we are able to do that. So I'm going to skip the tutorial again because it's just long-winded.
What would you do without me?
Seriously, the game would be a lot shitter if she was not in it. Customize. Oh man, because I'm a player that's done a lot of challenges, to customize menu is awesome. Okay, let's have a look at how it works. Obviously, if you don't have a free slot, you will not be able to customize anything, so any existing abilities on there you will not be able to change. So that's number 1. You will see some of them. Brotherhood, for example, you cannot. That's a special weapon, and like I mentioned, something in the story needs to happen in order for the rest of the slots to be filled, but we're going to get there pretty soon. So, Bright Shield, this is the first one that we're actually able to customize. Let's have a look. Now, it's going to cost items in order to add abilities to armors and weapons. And because I haven't done an excessive amount of, you know, running around and stealing and defeating enemies, most of these are going to be greyed out. But as you can see, there are some abilities that we can customize at the moment. See, the Antarctic Wind, which I can steal from the Ice Flan, that will enable me to add Ice Ward. So if you want, you can use an ability like that. So there are an absolutely huge amount of abilities that can be customized, and they come in different tiers. So Ice Ward is a low tier, so Antarctic Wind is like a low level item. Then you have something like SOS Null Blaze. So there's 3 tiers of elemental items. You have the lowest tier, you have the middle tier, which is this, which will give you SOS abilities, and then you have the top, then you have, sorry, hold on. Okay, so when it comes to elementals, you have 3 tiers of elemental items. You have the lower tier, which will give you the ward abilities. So Antarctic Wind is the lowest level ice element item that you can get. Then you will get medium, so mid-level items like bomb cores, for example. So this is a level 2 fire element item, and this will give you a choice of either having an SOS ability, which I've already mentioned, or you can have a proof ability, which is obviously, you know, a smart move, and will also cost more items, of course, since it's superior to the SOS abilities. And you have the level 3 elemental items, which we will not get for quite a while yet, and once you get those, you'll be able to have Ether abilities. So basically when that happens, you'll be able to actually gain HP from fire-based attacks. So the customization menu is basically why it's in your best interest to do a lot of stealing with Rikku, so that you can get to use these awesome abilities. Stamina tablet, not only does it double your HP, you can also automatically use potions, so you don't waste turns when you need to heal. So that's an amazing ability, and that takes 4 stamina tablets to be able to do. So if you really want an ability like that this early in the game, feel free to continue stealing and get yourself some stamina tablets and get going with the auto potion. Again, when you're doing challenges, auto potion is just invaluable. So HP boost, you know, standard type stuff, but elixirs are very difficult to come by, so you're not going to be customizing this very often. But yeah, that's a general overview. Protection from status ailments, so Poison Fang, that is why you want to be collecting those. You can be completely immune to poison, which is amazing, but most of the time you'll only be able to get wards, and to be honest, you can customize poison ward pretty easily, so the ward abilities are not too difficult. So these 3, dark, silence and poison, these are just stuff that you can get from the shop. So if you really want to have a armor that has 50% resistance to these elements, to these ailments, you can buy stuff from the shop if you have money. So yeah, instead of I'm not going to explain every single one. Feel free to have a look through. Auto Phoenix, for example, an incredible ability. And again, if you ever watch any challenge-related videos, especially No Sphere Grid, Dark Aeon stuff, you will see this in action all the time. Let's just have a look at weapons as well. Sense is a nice ability to have because you can always see how much HP the enemy has. But for weapons, we don't really have too much at the moment that we can do because we don't have that many abilities yet. The only thing worth explaining is the difference between Poison Touch and Poison Strike, and Touch versus Strike in general. Touch is a 50% chance of something working, and Strike is a 100% chance. So that means that unless the Fiend or the boss has some kind of immunity towards it, Poison Strike will work. So it has a 100% chance. So it's always going to be superior to Poison Touch, and for that reason will require superior items. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about customization. I think that's all you need to know. Don't need to go too far in depth. The only thing, obviously, if you're into money making and you want to make a lot of money from selling equipment, there are certain things that you can customize that are quite valuable, but early on in the game there's not going to be too many options available for you.
Oh, how fare you, Sir Guardian? It seems that Maester Seymour has returned to Guadosalam. He's young, but he deserves our respect.
Why? What has he done? Just because of his title? Is he even a good guy?
Care to hear about the far plane or the fireflies?
I'm going to say no this time because I'm going to talk to him about it later because we've had no real introduction. We can talk about fireflies actually because we know about those.
They may be called fireflies, but they aren't really flies, you see. They're those lights you see whenever a fiend dies. The little fellows are responsible for a few fantastic phenomena.
Visions of the past, spheres, fiends, these are all the Fireflies doing. In fact, Fireflies have something to do with aeons, too. The dreams of the faith reach through the spirit of the summoner. And that which is unreal becomes real for all to see. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
So that was pretty complicated to understand, but I hope it made some sense. Fireflies are like the equivalent of nanomachines in Metal Gear Solid. They're the answer to everything.
Care to hear about the far plane or the Fireflies?
Okay, so we can talk to him about the far plane
Pity.
later.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, don't get upset. Okay, that's enough recording for today, and maybe for this week, but I still have a few episodes from the last session that I did, so hopefully there should be a good 6 or 7 episodes to come over the weekend, and should be able to record some more next week. But thanks for watching, guys. The support so far for the series has been great. It's been really nice to see the feedback and to read your comments and help you out with stuff that you've been asking. So keep that up, and I look forward to bringing you more videos from this game in the future.